with a new chapter, that is lines and angles. I may say, let's start with the geometry now. Up till now, we have learned about the arithmetic and algebraic part. Now, we are jumping over the geometrical part. And this is the most important part of the ninth standard. As this geometry part means, I have here that geometry goes difficult to many of you, but I will say you that if you have your basic terms, basic things, alright, then the subject like geometry is very easy, or it will go very easy to do. Just what is the important thing, that you should have a hand on your basics. Now, what and from where we will learn basic? This chapter also will start with our basics only. These lessons have many things to learn, but many things new to learn. And I will also like to say you that before this also I have told you that 9th standard maximum depends upon 7th standard basics. So if you have learned your 7th standard correctly or properly, then 9th standard will not be any issue. So in this lesson there are many things that are taken from 7th standard. Like in 7th standard also same lesson was there to do lines and angles. In that we have learned many things that will be revised in this 9th standard. Some modifications will be there. In 7th standard we have seen only the statements but properties, but in 9th standard we will be learning the proof of that statement, the proof of that statements, properties and all those things. Means, and some modified question will be there. So let's start now lines and angles from the basic. From the basic of geometry, that is a point. Now you all know what is point. Point is a what? Smallest possible dot. Point is a smallest possible dot which is used to represent, or which is used to show the exact location. If we have to show the exact location of something, then we use the point there. And point is what? Point is the smallest possible dot. It has no dimensions. उसको length, breadth, height कुछ भी नहीं होती है. That is called as the point. After that, the line segment. Line segment. Now, what is line segment? See, the path, the straight path between the 2 points, that is A and B, is called as the line segment. And line segment has only length, it don't have breadth. width जिसको अपन बोलेंगे, उसको width नहीं होती है. मेरे लाइन सेगमेंट को तो थोड़ी width दिख रही है क्योंकि मेरे को दिखाना है ये लाइन सेगमेंट है. ठीक है, तो ये होगी लाइन सेगमेंट. It has no width, it is breadthless, it has only length, it has 2 end points. ठीक है, straight line, a straight path between 2 points is called as a line segment. Then we also learn about the next thing, that is a ray. Now what is a ray? A line segment, if extended from one side to infinity, then that line segment is called as a ray. What is ray? A line segment if extended indefinitely from one side then it turns to a ray. ठीक है, ये इधर क्या है, infinite. Okay, so it is called as a ray. Then how it is denoted? It is denoted as line segment AB, or we used to write it as segment AB. This one as ray AB or ray AB. We can't write it at ray BA. इसको ray BA नहीं लिख सकते हो आप. लाइन सेगमेंट AB को AB भी लिख सकते हो, सेगमेंट BA भी लिख सकते हो, लेकिन सिर्फ रे को आपको AB ही लिखते आएगा, because it is its initial point and it has no end point, we can say. After that we will see about the line. What is line? If a line segment is extended from both the sides, if a line segment is infinitely extended from both the sides, or it is infinite from both the sides, then it is called as a line. Line is denoted by like this, or we can write simply as line AB, or we can write it as line BA. Okay, so point, segment, ray, line. After that, what you can see is collinear points. Now what are the collinear points? Then if three or more than 3 points, if 3 or more than 3 points lie on the same line, then that points are called as collinear points. If suppose this line is there and this point A, B, C, D, these 4 points are there which are lying on the same line, suppose line L. So these 4 points A, B, C, D are called as collinear points. For collinearity there must be minimum 3 points. 3 points होना ही चाहिए जब भी collinearity अपने को डिफाइन करते आती है. Now what is non-collinear? Exactly opposite of that. Non-collinear points. What are non-collinear points then? If 3 or more than 3 points from which a single line is not passing, then that 3 points are called as the non-collinear points. These 3 points A, B and C, where triangle is formed, not a single line is formed, means these 3 points are not lying on the single line, so they are called as non-collinear points. Okay, after this there are intersecting lines. This all we have learned. Intersecting lines. What are intersecting lines? If 2 lines crosses each other, if 2 lines crosses each other at a common point, then they are called as intersecting lines. So line L and line M intersects at point P, then these are called as intersecting. Line L intersects line M at point P, where point P is called as intersection point. Then afterwards there is also intersecting lines, and after that there is an parallel lines. Now what are parallel lines? So parallel lines are opposite of intersecting lines. The lines which never intersect, never, are called as parallel lines. The parallel lines are equidistant from each other. The parallel lines are equidistant from each other. They never intersect each other. These are called as the parallel P, suppose these four lines are there. These four lines are intersecting at common point, suppose A. So these L, M and P are called as concurrent lines, where point A is called as point of concurrence. Point of concurrence. Okay. After this, we will see these are all basic concept of lines and angles. After this, see the next thing is angles. We have also learned about the angles. Now, what are angles? So, if two rays originate from the same point, from a common point, then there forms a angle. There forms an angle. See here, these two rays are there. Suppose this one is ray and this one is another ray. These two rays are there which are originating, whose initial point is a common point. ये common point हो गया, ray AB and ray AC. These have common point A, right? So this is called as an angle. And we have also classified triangle. Classification of angles. We have also classified them in our previous classes. What they are? Number one, there is acute angle. Now, what are acute angles? The angles whose measurement is above 0 and less than 90 degree is called as an acute angle. The angle which measures greater than 0 degree, suppose ये angle है थीटा, 0 से कैसा चाहिए बड़ा और 90 डिग्री से कैसा चाहिए छोटा. So this is the measurements of an acute angle. Next angle that we have learned is right angle. Now, what is right angle? The angle whose measurement is exactly equals to 90 degree is called as a right angle. Exactly 90 degree is called as a right angle. After this, again we have learned that is an obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. So what is obtuse angle? The angle theta which is what? Which is greater than 90 degree but which is less than 180 degree is called as acute angle. ये क्या होता है? Theta is greater than 0. This theta is greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. Next, that is fourth one, straight angle. Now, what is straight angle? The angle whose measurement is exactly equals to 180 degree is called as a straight angle. After that, there is a reflex angle. So, what is reflex angle? What we can say about the reflex angle? The angle theta, which is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is called as a reflex angle. After that, there is a complete angle. Now, what is complete angle? The angle whose measurement is exactly 360 degree is called as a complete angle. Theta is equals to 360 degree, which has completed his one whole rotation is called as a complete angle. Acute angle आपको पता है, ये है acute angle, ऐसा दिखता है. Right angle, we denote it like this. About obtuse angle, then about straight angle, this is nothing but the straight angle. About reflex angle. Reflex angle looks like an acute angle only, but its rotation is opposite like this, in opposite direction. ठीक है, ये ध्यान में रखना. This is an reflex angle. About complete angle, this is the originating ray, and this is only the terminal ray. ठीक है, they overlap on each other, so it is called as a complete angle. So these all are basics that we have learned in previous classes. ठीक है, but these are also important this year also. These all are important. These are very important. Okay. After this, we will see how these are the angles. Now we will see what are pairs of angles. These pairs of angles are also very important. In the pair of angles, or before pair of angles, we will see complementary angles. Complementary angles. Now what are complementary angles? So the pair of angle or the angles whose sum is 90 degree. The two angles whose sum is 90 degree is called as a complementary angle. After complementary angle, there is an supplementary angle. Now, what is supplementary angle? So the angles whose sum is 180 degree is called as a supplementary angle. What angles are called as supplementary angle? Two angles whose sum is 180 degree is called as a supplementary angles. ठीक है, अब इसके बाद में आपने पेयर्स ऑफ एंगल्स देखने हैं. कुछ पेयर्स ऑफ एंगल्स and they are very important pairs of angles. In pairs of angles, we will see the first one, that adjacent angles, linear pair, vertically opposite angles, these all are pairs of angles. So in that, these some angles are very important, that which are that. So you will see linear pair, vertically opposite angles and adjacent pair. First of all, I will take and vertically opposite angles. Now what are vertically opposite angles? Vertically opposite angles. If two lines intersect each other, then the alternate angles. Here how many angles are formed? 4 angles are formed, right? Alternate angle मतलब एक ये एंगल लिया आपने 1, 2, 3 and this one is suppose 4. Alternate मतलब 1 लिया तो 2 को छोड़ के 3. These two are called as vertically opposite angles. If you do 2, then leave 3, 4. 2 and 4 are vertically opposite angles. So these 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 are called as vertically opposite angles. And you know the property of vertically opposite angles. What is that property? That vertically opposite angles are always equal to each other. ये जो vertically opposite angles होते हैं, suppose I may write here measure angle 1 is always equals to measure angle 3. Means measure angle 2 will be equal angles, the pair of angle, that is adjacent angle. Now this is very important one. Why? Because to understand some 2 to 3 points we have to keep in mind. If we keep that 2 or 3 points in mind, then it will be very easy. Now see what are that 2 to 3 points. So I will draw one figure first. Adjacent angles नाम से भी पता चलता है जो आजू बाजू रहते हैं, ठीक है, which are just adjacent to each other. Suppose this point A, B, C and D. These are the angles. Now how many angles are there? Angle ABC, angle CBD. Sorry, CBD, yes, angle ABD. So from these, which are the adjacent angles that are very important? So the adjacent angles, number one property or condition we can say that the angles have common vertex. It should have a common vertex. जो भी adjacent angles रहेंगे, जो भी pair of adjacent angles रहेंगी, उनको एक common vertex रहना जरूरी है. Second, they should have a common arm. Common arm. उनके बीच में एक common arm होना जरूरी है, ठीक है. And third one is non-common arm. Non-common arm should lie on either side. On either sides of common arm. Of common arm. ठीक है, ये 3 चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट है. पहली क्या है, उनमें एक कॉमन वर्टेक्स होना चाहिए, दूसरा कॉमन आर्म होना चाहिए उनमें, और तीसरी क्या है, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, जो नॉन कॉमन आर्म्स रहेंगे, ठीक है, नॉन कॉमन आर्म्स शुड लाई ऑन आइदर साइड ऑफ द कॉमन आर्म. See here I will explain. Now let us consider angle ABC and angle CBD. Angle ABC and angle CBD. Right? Now see in these two. First condition is satisfied or not? Common arm, there is common arm B. Common vertex B. What about common arm? Is there common arm in these two, ABC, CBD? ABC, CBD. Which is the common arm here? BC. Common arm BC. Now non-common arm, ये common arm हो गया, तो non-common arm हो गया कि AB और BD. इसमें BD नहीं है, इसमें AB नहीं है, मतलब दोनों भी non-common arms है. Should lie on the either side of the common arm. ये common arm है, तो उसके either side होना चाहिए. एक ऊपर है, दूसरा नीचे, एक right side में, दूसरा left side में, ऐसे either side में होना चाहिए. And that condition is also satisfied. See, arm AB and arm BD lie on the either side of the common arm BC. ठीक है? So as all the 3 conditions are satisfied, therefore these two angles are said to be adjacent angles. समझ में आ गया adjacent angles क्या होते हैं? ठीक है. अब इसके बाद में देखेंगे, that is also a most important one, linear pair. अब linear pair means क्या? Linear pair and adjacent angles are same. The definition for linear pair and adjacent angle is somewhat changed. See here, if a ray, suppose this is a ray, if a ray falls on a straight line, then the angle forms are called as the angles in a linear pair. अगर एक straight line दो नॉन कॉमन आर्म देखो अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में, इसमें सिर्फ इतना है कि दे लाइज एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट ऑन ईच अदर, एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट, ठीक है। इसमें ऐसे नहीं था, इसमें ऐसे भी अपोजिट चलते हैं, आइदर साइड चलती है, लेकिन इसके अंदर एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट ही चाहिए, ठीक है। एंड द इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट द प्रॉपर्टी दैट linear pair is always supplementary, linear pair हर वक्त सप्लीमेंट्री होती है। इसका मतलब क्या है कि एंगल ABC प्लस एंगल ABD is always equals to 180 degree. This is nothing but a linear pair, ठीक है। तो ये सभी एंगल्स, जितने भी एंगल्स आपने पढ़े हैं आज, these all are very important one, ठीक है। You revise it, you go to 7th standard book, you revise one 7th standard book, everything will be from 7th standard book in this year. Just the modifications will be there and that will be clear, all the doubts will be clear. If you have to make your geometry clear, then be with me, okay. We means I and you together will make our geometry perfect, okay. Chalo, thank you.